Hello and welcome here to our ARM-based Embedded Systems Design Conference 2013. My guest now is Tony Hearn, Support Manager at MSC. Welcome.
Hello.
Perhaps as a starter, you could give us a quick overview about MSC's ARM strategy for comms.
Okay, so MSC, we're driving a two-pronged strategy. So on the one side, we have Q7 modules, which support ARM, and we also have a family of modules called NanoRISC, which also support ARM. The Q7 is the only standard that supports x86 and ARM, but we now, in the meantime, have more ARM-based modules than x86 modules on Q7. The NanoRISC is more for very low-end applications, so lower cost, lower power than the Q7. So the Q7 is high-end ARM, NanoRISC is low-end.
I see. And ARM currently is rocking the embedded market. Nobody, or not a lot of people, are using the x86 processors. So what are the main benefits of ARM?
The main benefits when you compare to x86 is sort of megahertz to megahertz. The ARM processors typically have lower power and typically a lower cost, which is one benefit. But we also see a benefit because the ARM processors bring us down to a lower entry level application. So it brings us into a new market area. Okay,
but nothing only is positive, so there must also be some negative aspects. So what are the disadvantages compared to x86?
That's right. The main issue with NanoRISC is the software support. So you may have a special mediaware or a special software driver, which more than likely will be available in the x86 world, but finding that in the ARM world may be quite difficult. And related to that, there's also the issue of resources. So finding software developers who have a lot of experience with ARM is quite difficult at the time.
Okay, and what would you recommend if a customer is not sure whether to use ARM or x86? So how can he decide?
That's a good question. Usually the parameters of a project, so the features, the costs, the budget, will probably drive you one way or the other. But if you come to a situation where you can actually choose between x86 and ARM, then the other thing you need to consider is what is the background of the customer. Does he have ARM experience? Does he have the necessary know-how? And if he's running to a very tight schedule and he doesn't have that know-how, then it may be a safer bet to stay with x86.
Sure. Just do what you have done before.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And you have quite a lot of ARM-based products. Which products are getting the most interest of your clients?
Right. So today, the most interest is for the Q7 module, which uses the Freescale IMX6. It's an interesting system on chip because it offers quad-core, dual-core, and single-core processors, running up to 1.2 gigahertz. The other nice feature about it is it has a triple play capability, so you can have 3 independent displays with different content.
Okay.
For pure number crunching, we also have a Q7 module with a Texas Instruments DaVinci DM8168 processor. And the interesting feature there, which the customers like, is the fact that you have an integrated DSP and a very powerful image processing integrated on the chip, which is very interesting typically for medical type applications.
Okay.
And probably last but not least, on the NanoRISC range, we have a new module which is also based on a Texas Instruments Sitara CPU. The interesting thing here is it's scalable from 300 megahertz all the way up to 800 megahertz, even possibly up to 1 gigahertz. So with a single architecture, you can cover a range of performances, and they're all compatible hardware and software.
Okay.
Fully compatible.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.